Chris and Mike for hosting the WFIN Forum this evening. My name is Frische, and I am running for Hancock County Commissioner because I believe dedication and experience matter. Growing up, if you would have asked me if I had interest in seeking political office, my answer would have been no. Then in 2013, I was encouraged to run for Findlay City Council, and I did. From 2014 to 2020, I served as councilwoman, and I loved getting to know the citizens, answering their questions, and serving as a voice in city government. I returned to council in 2022 when I was appointed by the Republican Party to fill the unexpired term in my ward for city council. I serve in that position today. During my years on council, I have demonstrated my understanding of how government works, speaking up and asking questions to better define complex legislation, while supporting the process of properly vetting legislation and bringing the facts to the table before voting. I chaired Water and Sewer Committee, served on Park and Rec, Street and Sidewalk, Planning and Zoning and Appropriations. I also bring to the table my banking experience, 17 years of business, property, and personal management experience, along with my current 7 years as a licensed health and life insurance agent. My deciding factor for entering this race was when I realized I could no longer sit back and watch our county change before my eyes. Our county deserves a commissioner who is willing to stand up and have those tough conversations. One who will work together with all government agencies to make sure Hancock County thrives and continues to be the home we all love. Hancock County, it's my home and yours. The city is part of the county, and it's time to work together to make sure our conservative values are maintained for years to come, and that's why I'm asking for your vote of support tonight.
Mr. Hunt.
Dedication and experience, that's where I started my opening speech at this evening, and it matters. Dedication and experience matter. If you have a question, I'm there to help. If there's an issue we need to resolve, I'm going to have those tough conversations. And whether it gets emotional or somebody's feelings get hurt or anything, we're going to have those conversations and do what's best for Hancock County. For me, the reason I got into this race is because I believe we're at a crossroad. Economic development is the core of that. We are seeing an influx in our population that we cannot manage. And that influx in population is bringing barriers. Our safety services are not prepared, our healthcare system is not prepared, our schools are not prepared, and our infrastructure and housing is not ready for all of this change. We are not bringing in the high-paying jobs that all of you have been asking for 5 to 10 years. It is time to have a commissioner in that office that is going to take a hard stand and say, no, it's not the right time. We need to wait. We need to get our wheelhouse in order. And that's what I'm there to do. I am there to be your voice. It's not about me, it's about you. For me, the conservative values that Hancock County has always had, we don't want to lose that. We want to maintain our conservative values and make sure that Findlay, Hancock County is a place that we want to live, work, and raise a family. Right now, that crossroad that we are at is low-paying jobs with a transient workforce that brings barriers that we are not prepared for, and that's why I'm running. The jail is a big discussion. It's multifaceted. We're going to have a new sheriff in town. I'm excited for that. Any of the 3 candidates, it's going to be great. We're going to see a lot of things going on. And the first thing we're going to have to figure out is staffing the jail. And then we have to talk about where we want the jail to go and what the community wants the jail to be. Do we want it to be in downtown, or do we want it to be on 140? Are we willing to pay for that tax increase to get it done? But we are maintaining that jail. We are doing maintenance to that building as we speak. So we're not ignoring the facility and letting it crumble. So I think that is important to know as well. Litter Landing. I went out there and visited one day. 400 cars go through there a day. There is a big desire for recycling, and I agree with that. The recycling program is not a moneymaker. What we're doing is we're preserving our landfills, and that's important. So as far as workers go, our workers got a big surprise that there's a possible new opportunity coming where we're going to use a third party. And it might work, and it might save us some money, but they knew they were going to be out of jobs. So some folks have been staying the task to see it through. Some of them are finding other jobs and moving on. We used to have more volunteers. That doesn't happen as much as it used to, and it's a dirty job. I wouldn't want to do it, but I know we need litter landing. We need our recycling program, and we have to not treat it solely as a business transaction, because it's a little bit different. It's not there to make money, but it is there to save us money on the landfill side. So we do need it. I want to see something happen on that litter landing site. I'm not against looking at this third party and seeing what clawback clauses we're going to have and where the money savings is going to be. So the parking situation in downtown, we all have to work together to figure out that solution. No, there is not any parking regulation in downtown that if you have a business, you have to have X amount of parking spaces. It's kind of silly when we have it everywhere else. But we can't just ignore the situation. We have too many employees in the county, too many employees in the city, and too many people working in downtown not to work together to figure this out. Back several years ago, I had talked with Commissioner Bechtel and said, hey, we have some plans to work together and maybe use to talk about putting a parking garage maybe on Broadway, or we can do one in the municipal lot. There's different locations where we can work together along with the businesses in downtown to take care of this parking problem. No matter how healthy everybody is, nobody wants to walk to get to their destination. That's just what it is. The key to improving communication is we have to take everybody's personal, emotional feelings out of it. I know that's hard sometimes, and I know when people look from the outside in, they think things are more personal than what they are. But sometimes we just need to take a step back. We need to hear each side, and if one party is saying they want something done differently, well, maybe there's a way we can get it done that way. Maybe we do 2 contracts. Maybe we adjust the wording and make sure that everybody is being heard. So communication has got to improve in the city and the county, and with the townships. The townships get forgotten a lot when things are happening with economic development. I think we need to have better communication and letting them know what's going on in our community so we can make sure everybody's whole at the end of the day.